Motorcyclists never really grow up, our toys just get bigger, more expensive, and, in the case of Supermoto-inspired city bikes, much more entertaining. Ducati's Hypermotard, Husqvarna's 701 Supermoto, and KTM's less Supermoto-like, but still naked, 690 Duke are all perfect examples of that. With each of these bikes taking a slightly different approach to the loosely structured category, which is best? Naturally, there's but one way to find out: wheelies. Lots of wheelies. 2016 Husqvarna 701 Supermoto. To be fair, we did more than just wheelie and slide this trio around, partly because with growing up also comes maturity, and partly because, regardless of what their design suggests, each of these bikes is willing to do more. Utilizing a 690cc single-cylinder engine with roots that can be traced straight back to KTM's production line, WP suspension, and a chromoly steel trellis frame with unique features like a seat that extends farther forward and a fuel tank at its tail, the 701 Supermoto looks like a dirt bike dressed in street tires. It evokes visions of pure, unadulterated fun and is the least best companion for longer commutes or any ride that includes much time spent on the freeway. 2016 KTM 690 Duke, arguably built with newer, more budget-conscious riders in mind. KTM's 690 Duke isn't expected to run side by side with the 701 Supermoto or Hypermotard 939 when it comes to fun factor. And yet the new bike does, with changes to the LC4 engine that result in a 1000 RPM wider rev range and reduced vibration, geometry changes aimed at increased stability, and a slicker TFT dash that puts the Husqvarna's display to shame. The engine, now with second counterbalancer, is still the star of the show. The single-cylinder mill offering plenty of low-end power and yet significantly less vibes than the Husqvarna at higher RPM. Fueling is smooth, and the clutch pull is extremely light. Meanwhile, the saddle feels firm and flat but narrows significantly at the tank junction, in the end offering the lowest seat height of the group, 32.6 inches versus 34.7 for the 939 and 35.0 for the 701. All of this equates to a bike that is entertaining yet still a great option for newer, less experienced riders. 2016 Ducati Hypermotard 939. Only calling the 2016 Ducati Hypermotard by its full name reveals its true identity. Dubbed Hypermotard 939, it was updated this year via a larger bore, which bumps displacement to 937cc and helps the bike produce 99.1 horsepower at 8,520 RPM and 65 pound-and-50 of peak torque at 7,180 RPM at the rear wheel, versus 70.0 horsepower/51 pound-and-40 for the 690 Duke, and 61.8 horsepower/47 pound-and-70 for the Husky. And while that larger, twin-cylinder engine renders the Ducati somewhat of a cheater in this comparison, the design concept is still familiar. The Hypermotard is billed as the hooligan bike that the monster can't be. This test isn't about power numbers, but rather how each manufacturer found a balance between fun and practicality. And in that, Ducati has over-delivered, the 939 being entirely entertaining around town, but also offering good comfort for commuting or even longer weekend rides. What you want, what you need, and something in between. While it would be easy to assume the Ducati wins this comparison based on its bigger displacement, that's not the case. In fact, what we really like about the Hypermotard 939 is its versatility. It strikes a nice balance between comfort and aggression and is wrapped in killer, Supermoto styling. It keeps the mature rider in us satisfied and the kid in us entertained. Sure, at $12,695 the Ducati costs more than the entertaining as ever, $11,299 Husqvarna and the new rider-friendly, $8,999 KTM. We already know that our toys are going to get more expensive as we get older though. And that's fine, so long as those toys are also exponentially more fun, which the Ducati Hypermotard 939 certainly is.